Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I made a video, and honestly I apologize for that, but I've had a lot of stuff going on and I've just not been able to find time to make one. But I am glad to say that now all that stuff is done and I should be able to make videos at least weekly. And again, feedback is appreciated so I know what you guys want to see. I've been making some rather... well, let's just say I've been all over the place with the content I make. I've been doing several different games at once, so ideas are kinda hard to come up with. Anyway, today I'm just going to be going over two replays I had in World of Tanks Blitz. One in the T54 and the other one in the P44 Pantera. Anyway, let's begin. Okay, so starting off we have the P44 Pantera replay. It's on Dead Rail, and I've already uploaded this, but I decided to do it again with commentary this time. And this isn't live, I'm recording the audio later. Anyway, I decided to come up to medium side. I had some support from, I think it's a T49, I'm not sure, but I came up and you'll see the match, it gets kind of crazy. From here I decided to see if I could get any shots across, but I couldn't. Not yet anyway. And I think their mediums didn't come over here for a while, so we basically had free range to just farm. And here we started pushing up, trying to get behind them so that we could have some good flanks. Now you'll see the P44 Pantera's auto-reloading function start to shine in a minute. It's just really flexible because you can fire 3 shots like an autoloader and then you still have the DPM of a single shot medium. So you're not really at a disadvantage in either way. Here we have the 53 TP. I couldn't get a shot into him, but we do have the ISU. He was just sitting there out in the open. I tracked him so I could get another shot, and my teammates got another shot and that killed him. And here we have the IS-3, who I'm not really sure what he was trying to do. I think he didn't realize we were behind him. But anyway, I waited until I had all 3 shells loaded before I started firing. I tried to track him, and this time I did track him, and there, he's dead. You see, the auto-reloading function is real fun because if you have to, you don't have to wait to reload, and you can just finish off an enemy before they get into cover. Then we started to move up, and here we have the 53 TP. Got another shot into him. Tried to track him, but it didn't work. This time it did. I decided to move up. Again, you'll see tracking an enemy when they push out into the open is really important. You might not get damage because of it, but your teammates will be able to hit them harder than you can. Here I hit the STG. I don't know what he was doing. And then the 53 TP is dead. And we push up. Now you'll start to notice that somehow we've lost a lot of tanks. We still have more than them, but it was still weird because we had such a perfect flank in the beginning. At this point I was starting to think we were going to lose this. I started pushing up a lot more. Here we have the Tiger 2, who made the mistake of pushing out in the open. Now I decided to go after the Tiger 2 because he's in the position where he can actually deal a lot of damage. Got him and then decided to turn around and deal with the K2, I think. And at this point I'm the only one left. Now thankfully, because I'm an auto reloader, I can reload faster than him, and I have 3 shots before he has 1. Now he hit me that time. I tried to hit him with this shot. It did hit, but this one also hit. Anyway, it was a pretty good match, and it ended with me getting a mastery and us getting a victory. Overall, I was pretty happy with the results, and it just showed every bit of the areas where the P44 Pantera shines. I would recommend for you to grind down it if you want. It's a really good tank. Now onto the T54 replay. I recorded this one yesterday, so I remember most of what was going through my head. I decided to push medium flank, but I didn't have any support at first, so after making sure I was getting someone coming with me, I pushed. Now you can't see it in the replay here, but I started looking at the enemy's lineup and I realized that they didn't have any mediums, which meant that I could go over here completely uncontested as long as they didn't send any heavy tanks, which was rather unlikely. So I pushed over, and I got into this little spot, which is really good for farming the heavies if they decide to go to sea. And I farmed extremely well here. I missed that shot. I don't even know why I took it, but it happens. It's kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. I tried to hit that Jagdpanzer, but he turned, and at the same time, I took too long to reload. And the AMX shot me. I honestly wasn't sure if he did, but I'm certain he did now because of the damage. And I just started farming him. Decided that if he was going to shoot me, he was end bounds. He was going to get what was coming to him. Now I was hoping the Rhino would back up again, but he didn't. So I waited for a bit, but then I decided to go up and do something useful. And here we have the STRVK. I couldn't get a shot on him either, and here I was just trying to figure out what I should do. At this point the STRV was trying to hit me, so I decided to back up. And then we have the Jagdpanzer who came over here. I was hoping to hit him in the track wheel, but he turned last minute before I shot. And I still wanted to get a shot into that STRV. I don't know why, but he was just there and not paying attention to me, so I decided to push up because they have nothing to contest me with. I fired that shot even though it wouldn't have been if it had hit, but I hear gun depression was getting really annoying, so I had to try to go around the hill instead of over it. But because I had the T57 for support, I wasn't really afraid of getting shot, so I just pushed over and shot him a few times. Now, thankfully, that T57, you'll see he helps out a lot towards the end of the match. Anyway, I tried to get another shot into the STRV, which I did. I was hoping I could get another one, and I think I do, in the end, get another shot into him. Yeah, now he's a one-shot, and at this point I know that he's going to try to back into cover so that I can't shoot him anymore. So I decided to focus on something else because we're really getting absolutely ruined on this side of the map. So I start trying to farm the Jagdpanzer, and as you can see, RNG really didn't like me that time. Sadly, I couldn't get a shot into the STRV that time, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, I turned back around, and I know that the enemy team's gonna start pushing over there. So I decided to deal with the STRV so that I could turn around and deal with them. STRV's dead, and now I decided to turn around so that my strongest armor is pointed somewhat towards the enemy. Here I get a shot into the object, and I'm just trying to farm at this point because I know that I need to deal with them because I only have one teammate left, and it's that T57 heavy. So the object seems to be trying to get the T57, and I just start farming him. Here again, I'm just getting shots into the enemy team while they're not paying attention to me. Now, here we go. I think this shot probably helped a lot because the T57 bounces one of his shots, and he would have died from that object if I hadn't made him a one-shot. Now, rather sadly, my T57 dies, like right here, yeah. but I didn't realize that he died, which is why I tracked this Yag Tiger. I thought that he could get more shots into him. At this point, I realized that my best bet was to move up, because a Yag Tiger, trying to fight a Yag Tiger from the front is not exactly a good idea. So I decided to wait until I was unspotted, and then I turned around and went up towards the C objective. There we go. Now I wasn't sure which way he would be facing, but I just decided to take a gamble and say that he would be facing that way. I came over and, as you can see, he was. Now that shot, again, RNG really hates me sometimes. I would have gotten 2 shots into him if that hadn't happened, but here, at least I got 1. I decided to do something that I've seen Droodles do several times before. I started going around the hill and waited until I was unspotted, and then I turned around. So it made it look like I was going over there. So I came back around, and obviously from the way this player was playing, he wouldn't have expected this. I got another shot into him. Now, I know I couldn't pen him frontally without loading premium, and I wasn't trying to deal with that, especially with my bad accuracy. So I went around again, waited until I was unspotted, and this time I kept going because I knew he would turn around expecting me to do the same thing I did last time. And sure enough, he did. So here I get a shot, and I just keep going. And now, he's basically done for. I'm at his side. He can't turn fast enough because he's got a damaged engine. And he's a one-shot now. As you can see, he kind of just gives up. And here we win. Honestly, it's not often that I clutch like this. In fact, I usually throw a game more than I actually clutch it like this. And I got almost 5k damage, a mastery class. And it was a pretty good match overall. I would recommend for y'all to grind down the T62A line. The T54 is a real good tank, and so is the T62A. Anyway, that's it for today, and I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Make sure to like and subscribe, and please leave a comment, because I would like to know what y'all want to see. I'm kind of at this point just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. I would like to actually have something to go off of before I just throw random stuff. Anyway, thank you and goodbye.